Buenas tardes, soy Pamela Polanco. We're gonna be watching the progress of Atmen. This is issue number 4. This is our 4th presentation on September 11, 2025. We're still on stage 1, and we know the concept of Atmen is like a biofilter, like is going to make the poor indoor air quality to a better one, and it helps your physical health but also your emotional well-being. Obviously this device is going to be designed through 3D printing, and let's see the updates. So we know about the references, the AI generated images. These were the last updates from Monday. We were watching all of these analysis, and I updated this Bible, adding the material in which is going to be printed, the order of the pieces, because they go all inside the 3D base, and inside the capsule we're going to find coconut fiber substrate to make the environment inside of the capsule even more dry for the repelling of humidity that this can create. And it will look somehow like that. So folks, so going into detail into every piece, because they have to be modified in order to be printed and to actually work. I was focusing more on the joints of every piece inside of the base, and some comments that we were talking about on Monday Global Review is that this wall of the base had to be breathable because it's a filter. So the official definition of this piece, the official function of this piece is to hold the other parts without compromising airflow, as you can see. So it's obviously printed in ASA, as I was telling you earlier. These joints are a little bit bigger than the other ones, are the ones for the piece number 3 that we're gonna see in some minutes, in a few minutes. And the more thin ones are for the piece number 2. There's 12 units of this joint and 3 units of the other joint. You know, it's a breathable wall, and these other joints are for other Atmens to like slide in and be connected to one another. So the second piece is the crate, as we were previously watching. The function of this piece is to separate piece 1 from piece 3, preventing the biomass or plant from contact with the base. This is also printed in ASA, and these are the joints for the base that we were previously watching. This is going to have also a breathable wall with a biomimetic pattern that this creates the crate. And The third piece is the capsule, and the function of this piece is to encapsulate the biomass or plant to be used in a way that allows it to breathe and remain visible, becoming a visual compositional element of the Atmen piece. This is also going to be printed in ASA. It's going to have an opening for the coconut fibers straight to be placed, and also the moss on top of it or inside of it. These are the sliding joints that I was talking about earlier. There are only 3, so you can actually see what's going on behind it.
Él te está diciendo que no le sale tu pantalla.
Porque estoy grabando.
¿Qué hace? Está grabando. Ya estaba en claro.
Sorry. And the biomimetic pattern is also printed in ASA. So now, we're gonna watch the pieces being printed live right now through the Bamboo Lab app. You can see here that it's left only an hour for it to finish. And this is the layout that I printed it in. And this is how it's going. I placed some supports in some parts that the machine placed them automatically when it thinks that they are going to be needed. Here we can see the joints that are being printed. This is the base piece. This is the capsule piece, and the other side that we cannot see right now is the crate piece. That because it's a very thin one, you cannot see because this is not letting us watch. So another things that I wanted to share, because now that I think about it, that was the last part of the presentation, but I'm too excited, so I showed you that first. But now that we saw like the interface of the app, we can go into detail with it. So when we are like placing all of the objects on top of the plate, and after we selected the material and everything, we can see like placing preview. This is the placing preview, and there we can see like the total of material that is going to take, the total time that is going to take. That it's this prototype is 5 hours and 52 minutes. And the painting material is PLA white. PLA white, matte white. So, some of the controls that we were seeing while we were watching the live is this one. These are the printer monitoring controls. Here we can see the nozzle temperature, the nozzle that is actually printing, because this machine, that is the Bamboo Lab H2D, has 2 nozzles to print, or it depends on the user and the thing that you're printing. So this is the other one that it's not being used at the moment, and some other temperatures inside of the like printing cabin. So here we have the active nozzle indicator. We're printing right now with this one. And here we can see the materials. It's indicating that from the left nozzle, we have 4 materials and we are using actively this one, the white matte PLA. And so these are the before printing controls where you can see the printer you selected to print all of the details of the filament that we're gonna use for the printing. Here we can see that I chose the number 1, that it's the white PLA matte. And here it's like, here it says process, but it's like quality. This is the quality of the layers, and then this is like the quality for print, that it depends on the thickness of the layers. And in this model, we are using 2 millimeter layers, 2 millimeter thickness layers. And here we can see the support tab on because I placed it in an automatic mode and like a tree like form. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna show you again a little bit of the printing, how it's going. You can see the joints that we were talking about earlier, the lights, because it's white doesn't like let's see very clearly what's happening here, but we can see a lot of the support structure because this is actually like not supported at all. Not supported at all, but here we can see like the biomagnetic pattern. Más o menos. But yeah, that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.